Necron awkwardly stares at the tiny human in her hand, confused and unsure. The human stares back, extending tiny hands towards her while making incoherent noises, clearly unafraid of the soulless Necron. What is she supposed to do? Is she supposed to eat her? She quickly glances up, seeking instruction from the mature human couple, yet to her dismay only receiving their smiles. Ever since her awakening from the Great Sleep and subsequent exile by Luminor Seras, wallowing at the memory of her failing her entire species and the terrible fate upon herself and her mother, landing her ship on this nameless planet, she sat upon the top of her ship's exterior and fell into unmoving catatonia. With only the maintenance of her mother, now a mindless warrior, that drove her to act, slightly. Not even she herself realized how long it had been. But before she realized, an alien race that called themselves human appeared. Time had been hard to grasp for Necron, as the humans had been in a completely different state every time she paid attention to them. From colonizing the planet, building gleaming cities, fighting among themselves against their robotic servants, collapsing into primitivism, and rebuilding their society with even more inferior technology. She was the only unchanged constant on this planet. The humans have long grown used to her presence, sometimes even scaling her ship to try and communicate with her. Now, her ship is buried under dirt. Humans have built a park around her seat, and these interactions only became more frequent. Sometimes when she pays attention, she could even see humans sketching her figure with primitive pen and papers. Most of the interactions have been quiet and distanced. Only but once was she forced into physical confrontation. On a night when it snowed heavily, two tiny humans, male and female, wearing tattered clothes, stumbled to her seat, cold and shaking. They had no home to return to, and in the winter's chill, they would not see tomorrow's sunrise. They embraced the metal alien lady, waiting to die. Instead, they found a warm energy dome around them. Necron, frozen in confusion and flustered at the tiny humans grabbing onto her, channeled a deflection shield to repel the coldness, in order to try scaring them away. And she didn't even realize that just for that night, she paid so much attention to these two humans, she even forgot to wallow in her own sadness. Since then, Necron sometimes would find small trinkets and items on herself and her mother. Scarf, small flower, sachet. She does not understand the purpose, yet she keeps them as it might be of some significance she doesn't understand. Now the two humans have matured, and they came to her with their own offspring. Like a female feline eager to show its master what she produced, and they asked her to join them on a family dinner. The words sounded so foreign, yet so familiar. Though she lacks the flesh to consume food anymore, she remembers how her mother used to smile at the dinner table when there was barely even any food. She glances at her mindless mother, and allows both of them to be dragged out of the park by the humans. The interaction with these humans had distracted her from her own sadness, and she doesn't hate it. Yet, such a time would be short-lived, as the current Terra time is 850 M30, and the 16th Legion of power-armored genetic soldiers serving the self-proclaimed Emperor of Mankind will be arriving into the system in less than a year.